Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is having a fantastic Monday. Tonight, we've got a bunch of people hopping on with us. We're going to talk, do a team stream with all of us content creators. We'll talk about some MetaMonkey AI and what is going on lately in crypto. This last week has been a whirlwind. It's been a little crazy. So we got guys coming in. We got Wadi and Chaka and Sean, Cryptosmith all in the background. We're going to bring them on, and we're going to get started. Wadi, welcome, brother. How are you?
Good, Alex. And you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Sean, what's going on, guys?
What up, fellas?
How's everybody doing?
What's going on?
Good.
Guys?
Wadi, Sean, Alex, how you guys doing, man?
Good. It's been a crazy week.
No, for sure.
To say the least.
Man, yeah.
For sure.
Welcome, everybody. It looks like we got Rad, Tim Shea, Daniel Gayton, Queen. Welcome, everybody.
It's a good week to get into crypto, huh?
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of things out there that are, either good or bad to buy right now. I guess it depends on your opinion.
Yeah, those that are sitting outside of crypto are thinking, man, I don't want any part of that mess.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Tell me about it. At work, people know that my buddies know that I'm in crypto, and I walk in the room, they just like give me a stare now, like, what's going on now? I'm like,
Yeah. I worked this last week at my old job filling in, and there's a couple guys there that know I'm into crypto, and they're like, so how's crypto going? And I'm like, well, I started telling them about what was going on, and they're like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, but it's all one side of it. You know what I mean? It's all it's all the centralization part of it. The DeFi part is fine,
Yep.
Yeah, that is true.
But
yeah, and the whole FTX thing isn't really a crypto issue. It's a theft and fraud issue, right? That's kind of what it is. So
exactly.
Yeah, because from my understanding, what SBF was doing, taking everybody's funds and leveraging it and wasting it somewhere else without people's permission. So yeah, it's fraud.
Yeah, 100%.
All those stories of driving an old Corolla and wearing baggy, old holy jeans, and then you got a $40 million place in the Bahamas, Oh God, okay, we got Legal and we got Austin. Legal, what's going on, Austin?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, guys?
What up?
What up, Austin? What up, Legal?
What's good, y'all?
Legal, Austin.
What's going on, man? It's good to see you guys. It's good to see all of you. It's good to see Legal. I haven't seen Legal in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while since I've seen you all.
Wait, is Chad Rillis joining us too?
Chad Rillis.
I think he said he was going to try.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen him yet.
Dude, nice shades, bro.
Oh, you like these? Oh, they're looking good, man. I figured I'd bring it back. Nighttime stream. Got to bring in some nighttime lights. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I feel that.
Full crew tonight. Yeah, we should have maybe a couple more joining us too. So
yeah, let me get this out there too. Yeah, so we're gonna we'll have the I was just telling, I don't know, you probably saw in the Telegram chat that we're gonna get this metaverse out to you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
And again, the goal behind it is just to give feedback on it. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect. There's gonna be some glitches, things like that. You've seen it on the streams, and the whole goal is just to provide feedback and again, let the team hear it and go from there. So I'm super excited for it, to get into someone else's hands so you guys can see what it's about. And like I said, this is just the beta version. I think the full version is going to be pretty sweet too. So
yeah, dude, I'm pumped.
Do you know what time?
I'll probably do it in the morning time. I'll probably shoot over to you guys.
Cool.
Excellent.
We've been all chomping at the bit to get at it. So I know we're all excited.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to get it out. Like I said, I think I said what, second or third week in November I get it to you guys. So what are we in, like the second week or third week?
Second now. Yeah.
Second. Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, the second one just ended.
Yeah. No, is it? I think we're in the second one, aren't we?
Hey,
Well,
you said
I guess
It'd
it's
be
the
the third
second right
week.
now.
It'd be the start of the third week. No,
It's the start of the third week. Okay, yeah. So we're right on schedule. We're sitting good, man.
yeah, we're good. Keeping his word.
I'm the only one on stream without glasses. I'm gonna have to get some glasses.
Better get on your game there, Shaka.
I know.
You didn't get the memo. It was in Telegram. Did you read it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it said
You
glasses.
get the memo.
It said bring your asses with glasses.
So who's gotten in on the MetaMonkey raffle and stuff?
On like the raffle, the 1,000,
Mhm.
like
Wait,
the 1,000 ETH raffle, or the 0.505 raffle, or the biggest competition. Which one are you talking about?
Any of them?
We can't win that, can we?
I don't know if anyone has gotten in on it that I know of. And if you guys did, I mean, that's the best part about DeFi. If you did, I guess there's no way of telling. I mean,
Oh,
You know?
yeah, there is no way of telling, huh?
There's no way.
unless someone wants to come forward and say that they won, which again, I think would be pretty cool to see like a MetaMonkey AI community member win it. You know what I mean? I guess we're gonna wait and see, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Austin, one thing that I didn't mess up on because I mentioned on my stream, the post, the rewards. That's the rewards or what you have to spend. Where it says 5 ETH, 2 ETH, 1 ETH.
Yeah, so five ETH goes to the largest. So whoever wins the competition, right? So let's just say that the highest wallet has 10 ETH, right? They bought in for 10 ETH. They'll buy in for 10 ETH, and as long as they hold for 48 hours after the competition ends, then they get 5 ETH dropped to their wallet. Second place gets 2 ETH, and third place gets 1 ETH. And as long as they hold for the 48 hours, and then they get it. I guess that's part of the deal here. And I mean, like I said, the last ones, well, I guess if you do the math, even when you do the math, I mean, people, if you do it right, and you can actually make some pretty good money if you do it right, based off even with taxes and after taxes and everything. I mean, you could still make money. There's always a number to be made, or like a number to be, like if you're buying into this, or whoever's buying into this, I'm sure that they've done this before, and they have a number in their head of where they could go, where they can't go based off of everything. And that's where the competition comes in at, right? So good luck. I mean, like I said, it's a lot to put in there, and it's already going pretty good for this one. And I know it's going to pick up tomorrow. I mean, they pick up every time in the last like hour of the competition. Yeah. People tend to jump in there. People, like last time someone sold, and I don't know if that person even made money. I think that they actually broke even, now that I think about it. When I go through and I did all the math on it, I think that they walked away with like maybe $50 to $100 on that deal, even after they sold, then bought back in. So that's like, I don't think that they lost, but I don't think that they made like major gains. But I think that they were doing, now if they would have taken first, doing what they did, and they ended up taking first, I think they would have made really, really good money off that one. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you think? What are you guys thinking?
No, I mean, if he sold, then I'm guessing. Well, first of all, did he win? Because if he didn't win, then he must have broke even or took a hit, depending.
I think he broke even. I think if I did my math right, he broke even. And like, I mean, even what are we up today? We're up like 6.5% today. So 7.1% today. So again, that also plays factor. When these people bought in, let's just say they bought in 2 days ago, or whenever they first bought in, and we were at let's see, where were we at? Let me pull the measurement out here. So this one started, and we're up 20% in the past 3 days, right? 20% in the last 3 days. So, I mean, these people are also making money off of we're up roughly almost 13%. So I mean, you put $1,000 in, you're up $130 even just off the token going up from the buys, on top of the ETH reward. So yeah, it's all a matter of how you look at it, I guess.
Yeah,
the math is the math.
Exactly.
And then the raffle was put in there. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Sean.
I was just looking at the top wallet. 7.5 is the one to beat right now.
7.5 is the one to beat.
7.5.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
It'll go up.
I think it's creative. I think it gives a chance for the community to be involved.
Yeah, and again, it's not making it to where if you choose not to do it, you choose not to do it, right? If you choose to do it, then you can do it. And I don't think that there's anything wrong. I mean, if you guys jumped in on it, is there really anything wrong from the community jumping in on it, or anyone? I don't really care who it is. I mean, it's really up to them if they want to wager their money and go against other people and have a potential, because you can lose. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you could jump in and take 4th place, and you just put 10 ETH into a pot, and you took 4th, and you get no reward. And now what do you do, right? If you cash out, you're going to be taking a pretty big hit, right? So that's the competition built into it. Everyone putting money in here is at risk. Yeah. So even it doesn't matter how you look at it to me. If people are really chasing that 5 ETH or that 2 ETH, that's the risk that they're willing to take. And that's a lot, that's a lot of ETH to put on the line. I mean, even 7.5 ETH right now is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially in a market like this.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say, was especially right now when there's not a whole lot of people buying.
Not at all, dude. This is obviously, I mean, if you've been following, I'm sure all of you have been following what's been going on. You've been following, probably listening on Twitter and just all that. I mean, the crypto market hasn't been this low since 2016 in terms of sentiment. I mean, it's just really, really bad. And I mean, it just sucks because centralization is what's killing crypto, not decentralization, which is what created crypto in the first place. And so it just shows you why decentralization is so important. And as long as you stick to decentralization, we won't have the issues that we face today. And so centralization is killing crypto, not decentralization.
Yeah.
But the government feels it's the other way around, which is bullshit.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss like that. But
no, that's exactly what I was telling people today was, people are like, well, I don't want to buy crypto. And I'm like, well, it depends on where you're buying it. DeFi, like you just said, centralized stuff is where the problem is. DeFi, there's no problem with DeFi.
You don't see issues with Uniswap. I get that we got pump and dump tokens and we got some scams because you bought into a honeypot. But I mean, I don't know. It's not centralized. They're not taking your money. Uniswap's not taking your money and leveraging it against the next arena in Miami. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking about this foolishness that's going on with these centralized exchanges.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. What is up?
I'm still
bullish. Excitement.
By the way, I love the shades, bro.
I had to
nice.
Be part of the group, bro.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't realize, man, these exchanges are doing the exact same thing that banks are doing on a way bigger level.
They're not as good.
I agree.
The government isn't backing them.
Yeah, but they got the FDIC. You got the FDIC. You got so many other commissions that are out there supporting this. When banks do that, and that they're it's just like any other credit score out there. To do that, you got to meet certain guidelines and levels, and they got to share financials. And here, it's like you could just. It's what's disappointing is seeing that they were able for you to put your money into an exchange, and they're able to show that you have $1 million sitting in that exchange. Yet they took your $1 million and they put it into their own. They basically put it into their own investments. But yet your system in FTX still shows you have $1 million when really you have no 1-for-1. Like that's such bullshit, dude. Like I'm. It makes me sick to my stomach to even think that that's what's going on, and that's what's going on. And it's not just FTX. No, there's probably a ton of other exchanges doing the same exact crap. Maybe they get their stuff together. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, you got to look at. In the long run, how many exchanges are really going to be left? A handful.
None. I think that there's going to be a handful that will stick around. You got probably your top tiers. I mean, like Coinbase. I know people shit on Coinbase, but I mean, they're getting their financials looked at through the SEC. I mean, they're a publicly traded company. You don't think people are looking at their finances? I mean, we can go in and look at them right now. They have to provide that, and if they're off or lying, I mean, that's just fraud in general.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as Coinbase, I don't think they have any issue. And the reason why I say that, I actually think is the opposite. I think that they are so loaded that's the reason they are constantly doing giveaways. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but Coinbase is always doing a giveaway.
People, it's a write-off. It's marketing. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Exactly.
Maybe they're just putting lipstick on a pig.
And they do a lot of those the learn and earn on the Coinbase app. $3 here, $3 there.
Oh
yeah.
those are the tokens. Those are like Algorand and those other tokens that are providing the marketing back for that. You know, I mean, they're probably paying Coinbase to allow that staking and stuff like that to happen. So I don't think it's coming out of Coinbase. I think it's coming out of just the marketing of these tokens. Just like MetaMonkey going to Probit and saying, "Hey guys, can you do some marketing for us?" And then we pay them some marketing, or we do like, "Hey, can we do some staking on here?" And then you pay them and create a liquidity pool. And so it's really coming from the project that Coinbase is just supporting. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Then you had the whole crow thing going on.
That's just, I mean, I don't want Crow to go under. Like everyone's like, dude, Crow's going down. I'm like, dude, that'd be so detrimental to like. I feel like they're one of the ones that could probably be here for a while, because there is some insured stuff that they got going on in a lot of the countries that they're doing. But the one thing that sucks about Crow is how do you accidentally send when you say accidentally send $400 million, like that's like a red flag. Like
the next day after a tweet saying, we got this much, and then boom, that happens the next day.
Let's the 25% in Shiba, bro. Come on. Come on.
I mean, didn't that happen last year?
That's because the community asked for it. Legal, come on.
Yeah, you're right. But all Crow needs is a 1.2% burn on the Binance chain, bro. That's it.
I'm waiting for FTT to come out and say that they need that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But what didn't a couple of these exchanges last year? There was it happened more than a couple times where they accidentally sent millions to some random wallet somewhere.
It's because they're sharing. It's because a lot of them are sharing. This is what I think, and this is just me listening to, because I've been spending a lot of time in that space listening to it. I spent all weekend, and I mean, and again, it's coming from all angles, and it's coming from Charles. I mean, that's really cool. That space is probably the coolest space I've ever been in, because you got everyone coming in there, from Elon to CZ to just everyone, dude. And and again, I know Crypto is against the Mario guy a little bit, but I'm just saying it's really cool that they're going in there, because you're hearing a lot of perspective from these people that helped create this space. And even people like, what's his name, the one that was just caught for money laundering, the 30-year-old, he just got out of jail this last May. What is his name?
Jordan Belfort?
No. Dude, what is his name? I can't remember his name, but he was in that space for a couple hours, and he was just talking about, I spent 7 years in jail over money, over securities fraud. And, if Sam Bankman goes to jail, like, he probably is only going to get 7 to 10 years if he just needs to own up to it and just move forward. And I'm like, that's so crazy to think, 7 to 10 years for securities
it's blue
fraud.
collar jail too, right?
Yeah. He's like, do you know how much I learned about crypto inside the jail time? And I was just like, what the dude? He got out early for good behavior. It's so funny.
It is blue collar jail. They'll have bocce courts and volleyball and all that stuff.
Nice, dude. At least they get to play volleyball. I mean,
golf, probably golf course in there too.
Some do have golf. Yep.
What the fuck? What? Imagine going to jail, you get to golf, bro. What the fuck? What? How does that even make sense?
They probably don't even lock the doors there either.
I mean, I think even if he was to go to jail, he probably gonna have like a little mansion in there. Nobody gets in. A whole bunch of security guard. His dad got money, so yeah.
That's too funny, dude.
Yeah, I like that space today with CZ. I got to listen to some of it.
Yeah, I didn't catch on that.
Oh, you heard that.
I caught the last half. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. It made it. How much of it is real? I mean, I know a lot of it is kind of open and transparent. You can go, check out things for yourself on Binance. But he did make other people feel, I think, more comfortable with his position on what he's doing and how he's running the business over there.
Yeah.
So that was good to hear.
Yeah.
That's actually the first time I've heard him speak in a Twitter space. I don't know if he does that often. I don't follow CZ, but listen to him speak. He's very intelligent, speaks very well.
The time that I have, Twitter, only seen CZ in 2 spaces. And the one that he did today was one of them. The last one was on Mario stream. Other than that, never heard him speak unless I see like YouTube thing that he does from Binance, and that's it.
I've heard that he won't just hop in and speak in a space. He'll wait for his team to come in or hold his own space to speak. That's just something that I've heard about him before.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see Elon just jumping into these spaces. I mean, we were sitting there listening to that guy. I didn't think Elon was going to come in that night, dude. I was sitting there just listening, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, Elon's on. But it's just so funny how Elon comes on and everyone like changes tune. It's like it's so weird, you know, how this like you get frozen. You know what I mean? People were on there were like, it's funny. And
Well, I was laughing because I heard I wasn't in the space. Somebody by the Elon, it was another Mario space. He only jumped in to say "Doge to the moon" and left.
no, he was in there. He said
That's
Doge
funny.
he said Doge to the moon, but he also that's when he said that article that came out saying that when he met Sam Bankman-Fried about the Twitter space, and he said that that BS meter came off on him. That was the space. We were in that space.
Yeah.
That night. And again, it was just like crazy to think like you're sitting there on this Twitter space right now, real time, and then Elon just pops in there just to say Doge to the moon and then talk. He talked for like maybe about 10, 15 minutes. And then he had really shitty service, so he obviously wasn't connected to Skynet. So
Skynet, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say Skynet? Or you
or
meant
what is it called? Not Skynet.
Starlink.
Starlink.
I said
Yeah.
Starlink. My bad. Starlink. My bad. Skynet was like the first internet. My bad. It's
We on
crazy.
our way. We on our way with technology. You know, it's heading that way anyway. So might as well.
Yeah, no joke.
Dude, Starlink's insane though. I applied. I actually declined a job for Starlink here in Seattle. They have a big facility up here, and it's pretty insane what they do out here or how they do it. Dude, they send so many satellites out to space. Like, I mean, they got like hundreds of thousands of these little tiny. I'm not even kidding you. Probably the size of your desk. I mean, they're dinky, dude. And they fly around, and I mean, they're all over the place up there. And it's
Yeah.
What is it, like a drone? Or is it a set?
It's a satellite.
It's literally it's like the size of it's the size of a dinner table, like a triangle dinner table, and like it's like that size. And you don't think that you think that they would be bigger, but they're not. And then all they have is just basically their front and back of them are just like solar panels, and then there's the connections up there along with these little tiny drivers up there that to like move it around and stuff like that. And
How'd that go? How'd that go, Awesome?
But that's really what they were. It's just like they shoot them up into space, and then they just all they do is just float around up there. And I mean, and then the other one, and I'm like, so what happens to the old ones? Because those ones will burn out after like a year or two of them being up there. They'll burn out, and they're like, well, we just leave them. And I'm like, dude, that is so crazy. We just pollute the universe like that.
That is crazy. I was thinking like back in the day, those giant satellites that we used to have in the backyard. I thought it was something big like that they would.
No, dude, it's literally, it's no joke. It's probably 5 feet tall and about 8 feet wide.
Yeah.
And there's like thousands of them that they're building like in a room, like it's in a row, and they're like going to each shop, and they put the foil. It's like it's foiled over. I mean, it's like everything you think of from space. And I was just like, damn, dude, it's pretty cool. I mean, it was one of the cooler job interview positions that I went for. I just didn't want to drive. It was a little bit further of a drive, and it was like when you go to Blue Origin's like you can eat off the floor. And so like I chose Blue Origin because it was just so clean. Everything was nice. It was super. And then you go to like Starlink and SpaceX, and it's like literally walking into a clusterfuck. I mean, like it's just like they're finding duct tape. Like they're going down to AutoZone and getting some like electrical tape to put shit together. And I was like, oh my god, dude! But that's what they're known for. They're known for like creativity and things like that. And so it was just a different experience, dude. And it was just like dirty. There was just a lot of people. It's congested. Like we went to get into the sound tank, and a guy had to move his desk for us to get into the sound tank. And I'm like, dude, like that's where your desk is. That just like blew my mind, dude.
Jeremy said it's 5G on crack.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was looking to Starlink, and I don't think the company went public yet, but that is on my top list of investment.
That was what they sold me on. Was there? That was what they sold me on. Was that there is going to be shares here in the next couple of years, and I'm like, dude, that would be fantastic. Be fully vested on Starlink before, and I was like, but yeah.
It says they got 2,300 satellites as of September, which is that's a lot of space crap.
And I think that they burn
Yeah.
out. I want to say they have like a year expectancy if everything goes well. And so you got to think, I mean, they're probably sending some up there. Those are probably active, but I mean, they probably already have like thousands up there that are just dead floating around in space. I don't think there's anything up there like retracting these.
It says 5 years. They can stay in orbit for 5 years.
Yeah, but then they come out of orbit. I believe they burn up.
Yeah.
I think that's what they design it
Is that
for.
how they do? Well,
Yeah, if some other space garbage that we done launched back up, back in the 60s ain't done crashed into one of them by then and sent even more debris flying everywhere.
I just want to know, like, when they send off a rocket, are they like, all right, no satellites are in the way? Like, make sure you clear the way for the satellites. I mean, like, how does that
1,000 of
work?
them up there. Trying to find a picture of one, but I can't.
Another thing that I'm waiting for, the Tesla phone, because the Tesla phone is gonna be pretty much integrated with Starlink automatically. So there you go.
Hopefully, it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean that'll be a while though, because I mean Starlink isn't even really offered in a lot of places. There's out here in Indiana, there's a lot of people that are still waiting for Starlink to reach out in some of these more rural areas.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
what
many-
about that? What about the
Get in there.
Solana phone? You guys hear about that?
Nope. I don't want it.
You don't want it?
I heard it has a lot of drop calls, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I know one person. They pre-ordered it, and I don't know. I just heard about it like 2 weeks ago.
Is it out yet?
Hopefully, it raises their.
It's just pre-orders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hopefully, it raises their token price or their coin price.
it's almost $10, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it dropped from 45 or something.
$14. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wacky.
I heard on the Solano phone that after every text you send, it automatically sends Solano to the moon, so you can't take it off.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Like tell my wife, "Hey, I love you, baby, Solano to the moon."
That's crazy.
Yeah, the XRP's the only one that's actually like pulling away from everyone today with that announcement on they're down 1%, but I mean 10% over the last 24 hours for XRP with that whole announcement with Coinbase today again. I mean they the judge approved it. I was like, damn, dude, they're really pushing forward with this.
When are they gonna relist it? They got a date?
I don't know if they got a date, but I mean that's I think really the reason why they did it. I think that if like no one has coin, if you don't have XRP, I mean this is. The whole financial advice thing, but I mean, people should have. I mean, you should be looking into XRP. Just look into XRP. If you aren't looking into it, then like you shouldn't be in crypto. Period.
Well, then they had that fake on Fox News, that fake headline that they were going to settle tomorrow. Also, no,
I saw that.
I don't know who came up with that, but somebody probably got in trouble.
Guaranteed, dude.
Absolutely. They
Yeah, federal judge grants Coinbase request to file an application to support Ripple.
Wow.
But I think once that's actually officially finished, and XRP officially wins this case, it's gonna be a nice ride to the top.
I agree.
Who knows when that's going to be?
My date is March.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm sometime around summertime, somewhere around there, maybe. Yeah. But they dragging this out. That's all. I mean, they can only drag it out so much further, man. It's just XRP is making them look bad around every turn. So it's it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, really, it's since Ripple's business is 95% outside of the U.S. I don't think it's once everything calms down, I don't think it's going to make much difference in the long term. I think XRP is still going to go whether it wins or loses, or Ripple wins or loses.
Yeah.
Well,
like I say, I think at the end of the day, they are really taking this case, taking notes, building their expertise, to better levels than what it is, and they're going to use this for future as a big reference for future cases that they're going to be bringing down on whoever and whenever they feel like it.
Well, I don't know. We'll find out after this whole SBF and Gary Gensler thing. I mean, like, it's crazy all the data coming out with this. If any of that is true, I mean, wow, they're gonna have if the Republicans win the House, man, they're gonna have a field day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys watch the CoffeeZilla video he did?
Oh yeah, with the influencers.
Mm-hmm. No, the one on the FTX.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. I thought you were the one he put out with the influencers. I was cracking up, dude. It's so like, I was like, oh man. Damn.
Wait, have y'all seen that? Is that Tinder? I don't know if it's a Tinder profile or a dating profile for that Caroline chick. Have y'all seen that on Twitter?
Oh yeah, the one where she's flipping off. One of her pictures of like flipping off the camera.
No, she's not flipping off the camera in this. It just shows her profile, like what she has, and then her about me.
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty crazy to think, though. I mean, like, it was with the whole ledger being pushed around and like, hey, not your, we've been saying this for months, like, not your keys, not your crypto. And I was just thinking, I was telling Andrew the other day, or it had been like 2 days, maybe it was Saturday, like how crazy it would be if we were able to have the Pure Wallet out right now with the capabilities of it being able to do a cold storage and be like, and just like what that would do for this space right now, and just having that out there. Because again, everyone wants it to be in a cold storage. Yeah. And I think cold storages are great and everything like that. But like to have it at your fingertips and stuff like that, I think it's so important, because I was talking about, and I'm sure some of you guys have had ledgers, and I was talking to Crypto Realist about his SafePal cold storage and just how like it's all different. I don't know if I like, I'm just not a huge fan of cold storage because you have to put it away if like you're over in, say you go on a trip and you need access to your crypto. Like, I just would feel like, oh crap, dude, like how do I get home and get my crypto out of my safe? You know what I mean? Like, I get the reason why you do it, but then like there's times where it's like, shit, like what if you were away right now and you have FTT tokens and they're stored in your freaking, you had $1 million stored in your ledger and you're on a trip in the Bahamas. Like, how the hell are you going to get your FTT tokens off? Like, you're screwed, dude. Like, you just lost. And it's like, imagine not having access to that. And that's where the one thing about cold storages that have always scared me is that in times like this, and even when you have these tokens out there, if you are gone and you don't have access, you are screwed, dude. Absolutely screwed. And so I was thinking, like, this is why the Pure Wallet, I think, is, to me, I'm just excited about this opportunity to even see it work like this. And if it works like I'm thinking it's going to work, like, I think there's gonna be some really good competition. I mean, in this thing that they're doing, I mean, they're trying to patent this. I mean, this isn't like we're just putting it here and like let anyone take it. I mean, this is something that they've been working on to patent. I mean, it's already, in that patent pending status right now. And so we'll find out, man. And like I said, maybe the patent gets turned down because it's too who knows what, but I don't know, man. I think that's pretty legit.
Well, that's exactly my thoughts on cold storage, because okay, so one, I have this issue, right? So I will have to depend on somebody like my daughter, my wife, to come put in the codes and everything. I have a ledger, I don't use it. I have a SafePal, I don't use it, because at the end of the day, I thought about it. I need something that I can access it fast. And I'm not gonna lie, with the Pure Wallet on and off button, I feel like that's gonna be the perfect storage for me. Other than that, I don't know, man. I just don't see like how can it work, even if I didn't have a disability. How would it work for people if they have, let's say, even the UST, when it went down? Let's say if people had all that UST, 1 billion or whatever, in that cold storage. I imagine how nerve-wracking that could be just to try to transfer it out before it finished clashing.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, it's one of those things that, I mean, I get that like phones are easily hackable, and Crypto Rose brought this up, and there's and I have to say, it's a pretty genius find, and so this is doable. He brought up, if you watch his stream, he brought up this thing called Fire think it's called Fire something.
I think it's just called Fire Wallet.
Firewall, yeah, and it's an extension that you put on that Chrome wallet, and it basically, when you open up an application, it says, hey, this app is nefarious, or it has a way to drain your wallet. It like gives you a red flag, like a warning, or it says that this is we're not finding any issues with this. It like reads the contract to make sure it's not like a virus that comes in. And I'm like, dude, imagine if you could take that and put it into a wallet. There's no hot wallet out there that has this right now. It's an extension on Google. And so he brought this up, and I'm like, dude, that's actually what every wallet should be doing in the first place. Not just pure wallet. Not every wallet should have that, because I do not want to click on anything inside my wallet. The only thing I click on inside my wallet is PancakeSwap and Uniswap. I don't use any other dApp that they put in there, because I'm not going to jeopardize my wallets because of that. You know what I mean? I don't even do NFTs because I don't want them to mess around with my wallets, period. Like, that's why I have a hard time with NFTs, because of all the shit that you hear and the drainage of your thing. And that's where I think something like that would be important. But like, imagine if you had that in there to where like you don't get your wallet drained, on top of a cold storage in that wallet that you can have in your phone, in your pocket at any time. And I think if like you're able to bridge all that, like why would you use a ledger? I mean, and I get that he says it's because, you want to, it's for longer term holds, but if something's crashing, like people were thinking FTT is the best thing in the world, dude. I'm so excited. I got an FTT tokens. I'm holding them long term, dude. I've been holding them from day one when I bought them at 50 cents. Yep. And now they're going shit. I mean, like, they're freaking out trying to sell that stuff, but they thought it was a long term hold, right?
That's what I was going to say. Was
just if they can sell it. Most of them can't even sell it.
Anything can be a long term hold, but what happens if it crashes tomorrow and you have no control over what's in your hand? Like you said, that's what's good about the Pure Wallet. You can just turn it on right there in your hand and do whatever you want to do with it. Like you said, FTT was probably a long-term hold for a lot of people, and now it's no more.
And they can't even sell it. That's the part that sucks. Even if they got it at 10 cents on their launch, I mean, you can't sell it now. It's literally insolvent. I mean, there's no one's accepting FTT. I mean, no one wants that garbage. It's literally a rug pull now. I mean, the number one, or the number two exchange in the world is now a rug pull, and that's really what it comes down to.
You know what's crazy, man? The amount of real world businesses they have their money on these exchanges. That makes no sense at all to me. Why? I mean, I'm talking businesses like outside of crypto, bro. They were heavily into this exchange, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell. What were you doing? Putting your money in there.
Why were hedge funds holding that much money on FTT? Like, what did they promise you? Like, that's what I want to know. They obviously are getting something out of this. What was it? They haven't released any of that kind of stuff, but I'm sure it's going to come to light on what all these hedge fund companies were getting in return for this, or what they were promised in return, which again is something probably going to be some security issues on Sam Bankman-Fried.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's so crazy to me that they were even engaged in that kind of like reckless behavior when you have clients' funds that now you give over to a billionaire 30-year-old who obviously duped everyone, dude. Even duped some government people.
That's because a lot of these older folks and even folks around our age, they have money in these hedge funds and stuff, and they're like, look, I want to get in crypto. You're able to do that for me, and they're like, oh yeah, well, it's still, everybody. Too many people are still so focused on the situations around crypto of last year, and it's a different time period, but everybody's still expecting that these tokens to just pump out of nowhere and just instantly make you millionaires and stuff. And that's what they're banking on, and that's what these people that don't know nothing about crypto, they go to these professionals that's like, yeah, I know what crypto is, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and next thing you know, they're like, oh well, you know what Bitcoin is, so and they give you all this money, and then you make poor investment decisions because you think you know what crypto is, because that's all you focus on is what's in the news, and it's ridiculous. It's the blind leading the blind, man.
No, dude, you got people that are taking out loans, like $15,000 loans to buy Bitcoin right now.
But I think with that FTX situation, you're right. Them hedge funds and all them big named people that were invested in FTX. That's why you're seeing the big push. That's why you're seeing that national media right now. That's why it's not leaving the media, because these guys are going to push this thing because they lost a lot of money, and money talks. And the regulators that they're going to jump all over FTX because of the people that were involved. if it was just me and you and the average person, it's not going. It might strike the headlines for a couple days, but it's not going to rock the world like FTX did with all this big money in it. And that's the driving force behind what's going on right now. Is there's a lot of big money that was lost in FTX, and I'm pretty sure they're knocking at the regulator's door going, excuse me.
Somebody else. Everybody's looking for Tom Brady's ass too, because he was a poster boy for that whole shit.
So open up the doors. Should we be holding people accountable? Should we be holding these?
Hell yeah!
Right now?
Hell yeah! Why not?
Hell yeah!
Why not? All those actors, all that shit, man. Come on.
Matt Damon needs to go to jail.
So that goes back to all the influencers like us, right? Should we be held accountable for talking?
Hell
about
yeah!
No, we're not talking. Hey, awesome. We're not talking about us now. Let's stick to Tom Brady's ass, man.
No, but they all come after us, right? Everyone comes after the influencers for nothing they had any control over. Like, yeah, we talked about this because we fell for it too, man. Get off my ass. You know what I mean?
well, Jared Gensler, I mean, they did hold Kim Kardashian responsible. I mean, she was about the only one, right? Was it Kim?
Yeah. I think she had to pay a fine.
$150 million invested into Ethereum Max.
Yeah.
But that's about it, right?
Well, I mean, you guys remember that BitConnect, that whole fiasco back in the day, right? This reminds me of that a little bit,
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say that you guys probably didn't read on, and I was reading that article the day before yesterday. Basically, what SBF promised everybody, he was supposedly working 100% with regulatory and all that. So that's what those hedge funds saw, and they figure, well, this guy is here to stay. There's rumors also that he was like trying to be the top exchange and knock everybody out of the competition by working with the government. So that's the part that you guys probably didn't read into. I think it's called the DCCAP, something like that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, this dude, he spent a lot on protection money because he donated to a lot of congressmen. He donated to I think Joe Biden about $10 million to his presidential campaign. Come on, man, that's protection money. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, he was in the room helping them write the legislation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going.
This is how you stop the bad actors.
Yeah, he wasn't going to cut himself short, right?
It's Bernie Madoff all over again. I mean, did the exact same thing, man. Just be in bed with the regulators. They'll lay off because they think that you're a part of them. You're part of the good boys club and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And nothing's ever said. And I mean, it's the same exact shit. Rodney said it on stream today, dude. It's like a cop that's a serial killer. I mean, like it's a detective who's a serial killer. Same shit,
is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is, man. He makes Bernie look like the Easter Bunny, though, bro. This is way bad. This is some heavy stuff, bro. I mean, he's brought the real world into. It's crazy, dude. I was looking at some of the tweets today, and this guy was crying. He was apologizing to his followers. He had like 700,000 followers. I guess he brought them all into FTX. All of their money's gone. This dude was like apologize. Huge threads of apologies, bro. It was pretty sad.
But as an influencer, right? How would you even know? We don't see the books.
You wouldn't.
We're not diving into these companies like that.
Yeah.
No, when you see,
as an influencer. Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
When you see SBF going into the SEC and meeting with them at least 4 or 5 times, right now you assume, right, there's some credibility there, right?
Yes.
That something's being done correctly. I can trust that guy. I can trust that entity, with my money or speak highly of them. If I've got my crypto in there, right? Nobody knows. There's no way. You think Kevin O'Leary would have put a lot of money into FTX, right? Do you think a guy like that, the due diligence that he did, is he going to be held responsible now because he talked highly about him? Right? You're talking about super wealthy, very smart individuals. They didn't see it.
I talked to a lot of people in the Voyager. You know, it was hot. You know, it was one of the things. It was like the platform was cool. It was simple to use for especially for a lot of the older crowd and stuff. And I pointed a lot of people to Voyager, and I even got money still locked there. That's just I might as well chalk it up as a loss, you know, because it's just one of those things. You don't know, you know, you're supposed to trust these exchanges and stuff. And I've really learned my lesson with that one. And you know, when Voyager went under, I pulled all my tokens off of these exchanges.
Yeah. You know, man, there was a lot of red flags though with this guy. I mean, the Bahamas. I mean, come on, that was a bunch of red flags. I mean, there was a lot of them just flying everywhere. So I don't know, man. I mean, well, you know,
BitBoy was right. We'll just say that. You know,
for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
The bleep I don't.
Yeah, I will say though what Austin said, because I kind of came in as a tail end of that, is I caught Jeremy Crypto Realist's stream about what he found for the wallets and the approvals and stuff like that. Man, you guys should go back and catch that, because I had to go back and do some research on it. That's a good added like plug-in for the Google Chrome, and if the first wallet that can integrate that in there and actually have you approve your transactions and withdrawals and stuff like that on the blockchain, that's going to be a game changer.
Well, I like make it an option. You know what I mean? Make it an option. Like, make everything an option. Give people the choice to do it or not. You don't got to, you know, if they don't want to hassle with it, don't let them hassle with it. But if they want to hassle with it, you know, like same with the toggle switch on and off. You don't always have to have it, but it's up to you. You know, I think having options for people and giving those, like, making someone decide if they want to include that in the settings, like, do it. You know what I mean? Just like when they log into the metaverse, if they want to choose to do mining while they're in the metaverse, do it. If you choose not to do that because you don't want to bog down your computer, select it off. You know what I mean? Give options for people to do things. And I think that's where we lack in here, is that we don't give options. It's either one way or no way. And it's like, that's why I'm liking where we're going with all these things, is we're trying to do things with an option. So,
and like Jeremy said, that's a great way to prevent these little dust coins that you get in the dust tokens you get. You got to approve everything that comes into your wallet. You know, just like a bank account. You got to like Crypto Realist said. You get a notification every time. You can get a notification on your phone every time something comes in or out of your bank account.
Yeah, it's like Binance. I send something to my Binance account. I'm like, ding, you know, I get like, oh, something was just received. I mean, you get notified every time something happens when you have like, I don't know if you have Binance, but like Binance.us, Coinbase, you get emails, you get notifications when things like that happen. So,
you know, a lot of when they brainstorm, a lot of these developers, man, they don't really think that people need what we think people need. You know what I'm saying? They go by just a blank canvas, you know, and they do like standard stuff. So if they don't get any feedback, they won't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about this should be 100%. Here. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just feedback, man. It's available on a lot of apps, but a lot of people don't really partake into it. You know, they just, you know, complain about what is not there. I'm sorry, and then they don't do anything to you know, change the situation. It's kind of like that Apple standard. I think worldwide, you brought this up, man, with the application, the option to leave the application, whatever. I think you were talking about that. I think it was exit, something about, you know, the delete my account option. That's you know what I mean? A lot of people don't really think about it. That's a very important button. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But a lot of applications don't have that. And sometimes, you know, I think Apple makes it standard. You have to have that. So that's just one of those things where you don't think about it until you're looking for it, you know?
I think options are important. There's a lot of things that I think we all have on our phones or even in our DeFi wallets that we choose to opt in or opt out. Well, not even on our DeFi wallets, but on our phones and things like that we choose to opt in and opt out of. And it's more of a like that personalization, but to have the features in there to protect yourself and protect your crypto and stuff like that, that's big. That's going to be big. And with everything that's going around right now and everything that's happened over the past 24 months, 12 months, you know, people are looking for that. They just want protection.
Well, why do you think, you know, look at Trust Wallet token, dude. The Trust Wallet token is going absolutely apeshit right now. I mean, it's literally gone up. I don't even know what it is. I mean, it's going nuts. And the reason why is because people are moving their tokens off of exchanges into Trust Wallet. And then when you're inside the Trust Wallet, there's, you know, holding this token allows you to do certain things within their like dApps and, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, and someone said it on Twitter, they're going, no wonder, you know, Trust Wallet tokens doing so well. It's because no other wallet has a token attached to it.
You know, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here going, yeah, we do. We have a token that's going to be attached to our wallet, and I'm sitting here thinking, why aren't we making? Again, we want to make the cold storage free, but I mean, maybe you make it to where you have to use the token. Maybe you make it to where there's some utilization now. Maybe to download, certain things or have certain access to different dApps like Trust Wallet does. You make it this way. Why not? I'm pretty sure that if MetaMask had a token right now, it'd be going ape shit. I'm pretty sure that if SafePal had a token right now, it'd be going nuts. Kronos doesn't have it. No other wallet has it. And I'm sitting here going, damn, we're about to launch this thing, and there's so much opportunity that we can do with it. I'm chomping at the bit, dude, just ready for this to rock and roll.
Since the whole thing with FTT, I noticed SafePal token and the Trust Wallet token has been going.
Well, I hope the security protocol is good on those platforms because the hackers are coming too.
I hate Trust Wallet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of Trust Wallet for some reason. I used it a couple times, and there's just something about Trust Wallet that I don't know what it is. Even my father, he was big into Trust Wallet, and then it just sort of falls flat for me. It's just I don't know. Maybe you guys like Trust Wallet. I don't know if I personally like it, to be honest.
Well, I never had an issue with it.
It's a backup for me.
I've been using Trust Wallet for about 3 years now. So I never had an issue with it.
It's really a backup for me. My main go-to wallet is SafePal.
Pretty much. I use it. There's some NFTs that I can pull up without Trust Wallet, which is kind of weird, but it's mainly a backup for me.
I only
200% up.
SafePal is my go-to. Like I'm everything that I have is actually seed phrased over to SafePal. I just have grown to really love that wallet and everything that it brings to the table.
Damn, dude. Trust Wallet token launched. It's an is it an ERC token? No, it's a BNB smart chain. Oh yeah. I forgot it's BNB's wallet. So yeah, it launched at 1.00006 and it's up to $2.22. Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, SafePal was also going up. SFP, if you don't know, and it has been going up since the whole FTT thing. But
I didn't know SafePal had a token.
Yeah, yesterday was when I noticed it was around 50-something cents, and now it's at 71.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Its all-time high was sitting at $3.50. See, that's the thing. I mean, look at these wallets that have these tokens. I mean, there's so many positive things. And SafePal, I didn't even realize this is damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, MetaMonkey
the link
just
that I put in the private chat, that's supposed to be Austin's first NFT or second NFT, and it's called Bankrupt FTX Yacht Club.
I'm not even going to click on that link, dude. That thing will crack my computer probably.
Hey, speaking of Bored Ape, man, they're getting apparently they had a lot of dough on FTX too. They got crushed. The Bored Ape Yacht Club, they got crushed. It's crazy, bro. This whole thing, man.
I put Crypto Lounge's YouTube video in there for SafePal. Dude, that was a great video, man. That was like a perfect commercial promotional video, dude. Like that was pretty legit, dude. I got to give it to you.
I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, it was. I can't believe this is really happening. This is I think within the week we're gonna see some shit, bro. Yeah, excuse my language, but I think it's just starting the actual ramifications. A lot of people are probably embarrassed to even come out to say that they're affiliated and that they lost billions. But this week is going to be pretty interesting.
Yep. It's going to be real interesting. It's going to be real interesting too as things unfold and the books actually opened up and you figure out really who has this exposure to FTX and how much exposure they had. I think people are downplaying the amount of exposure that they have.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, we'll see some other companies fall just because of this.
Yep, they're already starting to come out. More came out today.
Yep, yeah, I saw a lot of that. I also saw the FTX in Japan. That I think the outfit out in Japan, over $64 million worth of XRP locked, like cannot be released. $64 million.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's the FTX in Japan. They went out. They're not. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but they can't get access to it. That's a lot of XRP, man.
Instant burn.
Yeah.
No. That means your token just got that much more valuable. It can't be used.
That's crazy, man. You know,
I
think it was like $6 million worth of Dogecoin. It was crazy, man. I'm gonna post that. Yeah, it's all locked, man.
Damn.
BlockFi?
No, it was FTX. FTX Japan. They shut the whole thing down, bro.
Yeah, but BlockFi, they stopped their withdrawals also.
Yeah.
Yep.
They said they want the Japan, the officials. This is not funny at all, but they want a business improvement plan. That's what they're looking for. It's done. I mean,
there's no improvement.
No, it's done. God bless them, man. God bless them.
For me, like looking at these tokens, I mean, what's cool with these wallet tokens is that we're going to have a token attached to our wallet, right? That's the whole goal. You know, the goal was to have a token established in this wallet, and you know, if you can make a legit wallet and go out there and make people use it, you can see the price of what a wallet can do. Obviously, SafePal came out screaming, dude. Their launch price was $1.30, and they fell all the way down to 29 cents, and now they're back up to 71 cents. But I mean, again, they probably came out before they even had a finished product. You know what I mean? Or a reason to use them.
Hey Austin, I want to ask you, bro. The you know, we got these ATMs, the Bitcoin. We have some here too, Bitcoin ATMs, cryptocurrency ATMs. Will the wallet be kind of compatible? You know, as far as the Bluetooth compatibility in their field when it comes to those those cryptocurrency machines.
I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question. I'd have to ask the team. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, if it's all based off QR code, and again, I think a lot of stuff is built around the QR code or the near field communications and Bluetooth, and I think as long as that's built into your wallet, you should probably be okay. And I think the majority of these wallets have something like that built into it. I was talking with Crypto Realist about the SafePal wallet and having the Bluetooth and the QR. It's actually built. It's a QR code through it. So I think as long as you have that, I mean, you should be able to do anything, right? Yeah,
they're rolling them out, man. I'm seeing a lot of Bitcoin ATMs. Basically, crypto, the top three, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the stable coins. I'm seeing them. It's like there's a couple in the town. So I was just wondering.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
You go to 7-Elevens now, and they're like all in the 7-Eleven. We went to Korea, and there was one in 7-Eleven there. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in Florida a lot, and you start to see them in a lot of convenience stores. Your top up cryptocurrency vending machines. I call them vending machines, and you can buy, sell, trade, do whatever you need to do right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I've even seen a couple where I'm at.
Yep.
Well, there's a couple of machines over here, but I don't use them because the tax fees is insane. Their fees in general is insane.
I'm probably using MoonPay. You know how that shit is. MoonPay is crazy.
They are using MoonPay. I think that's who it was. And I was like, dude, I'm not giving you my stuff. Like, I was like, heck no, dude. And I think that's the reasons why. And they were a pain in the butt to go through the verification process. They actually denied my verification process. And then it locked me out for 7 days. And I was like, you jerks, man. I was mad. I'm like, dude, it's my license. Like, what do you want me to say? I just, whatever.
I know you worry about it too, because you can't, there's no way you can call them and tell them to delete your information. It's just kind of stuck.
Yep.
That's what bothers me about that.
Is the same thing with Simplex. Like when Simplex came out, it was on Charles Wallet. Everybody was saying it's safe. You could use it. You could buy with a credit card, with a debit card. I did the whole process, KYC myself. So at the end, all I got is, I'm sorry, your state is not available.
Damn.
Wadi, you should have already knew that.
Huh?
You should have already knew. You should have already knew. You should have already knew that.
I know, that's true too, man. Like, I feel like what they really need to work on, whoever becomes president, is New York being a tradable Bitcoin state and everything else.
Hey Austin, I had a quick question from one of my groups. They're asking about the potential of any kind of hackers accessing the wallet through the Bluetooth function.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for them. You know what I mean? Until we actually get this physically out there, and sort of see what they got going on. I know that they're working on security features of it. I think, having a two-way identifier on there so that even if someone comes in and hacks it, you gotta go through an authenticator or a verification, especially when you're receiving or sending. I know that that's something that they're working on, such as the Google Authenticator, and that's the whole reason they want to come out with their own, their own wall, because not rely solely on MetaMask, because MetaMask, it's you had to put in your private key, and that's a weird deal, right? I mean, but I get why they did it in the beginning, because it was just a concept. But I have to dial in more with them and ask them about the security functions of it, and what's it going to be when we first come out the gate, because yeah, there's a lot of things you could do, from a hacking standpoint when it comes to Bluetooth. So but yeah, I'll follow up with the team for that. That's a good question.
Absolutely.
Follow up with the team about that token utilization inside the wallet too.
Oh no, we've already talked about a lot of this, the token stuff in there, about how we can utilize the token, and we are going to be doing something inside the wallet with the token. The big one is trying to figure out the way to, when you go into the offline state and it goes into that smart contract that's built, there's a token built in there, like it carries no value. It's just basically it's like I don't even know what you want to call it. There's no value attached to that token when it goes into the offline state. It's just basically a smart contract built on a token that's not tokenized. And so we're trying to figure out a way to be able to incorporate Meta, and that was the whole thing we're talking about with MetaMonkey, being able to fill in that sort of that role and how that works. But as far as utilization in the wallet, I think there's a lot of things you can do. So things like Trust Wallet does, and things like SafePal Wallet does, obviously.
Yeah, maybe some extra perks for a certain amount owned or something like that.
That's what Trust Wallet does. Trust Wallet allows staking inside the wallet, auto staking in the wallet, as long as you hold the tokens inside the wallet. Like I was just reading up, because I was like, what exactly are the use cases of of the token in here? There's not a ton, but I mean, people obviously eat it up. So
anything to make extra money.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yep.
So I want to know if in the metaverse, there's a young Dr. Kim avatar that is playable. Is there gonna be an Auzsome Austin avatar that you can?
They asked me if they wanted. They asked me if they wanted to make me one. I said I might need to grow my beard back before you do that. But the cool thing is, we were talking about this, and like there is going to be ways for people to make their own avatars in there. You know what I mean, and be able to make them look like them, and have that kind of stuff. Like they really want to make it to where you can do whatever you want from an avatar standpoint. If you want to be a freaking panda bear, you can be a panda bear. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like they're talking about doing anything like that. Right. If you can choose to do whatever you want. I mean, obviously within the graphics of what they got. But that's sort of like what's cool about it is, it allows you to open up. If you want to be like a COD character in there, you could be one if you wanted to, type of thing. So we talked a lot about that, and the one cool thing too is we talked a lot about like just cars in general. I was like, dude, like when Lambo, man, when are you gonna get the Lambo dropped in there? And he's like, do you want a Lambo? And I'm like, yeah, I want a Lambo in there. And he's like, all right, I'll build you a Lambo. And I was like, hell yeah, dude, give me that Lambo in there. But I'm just saying, like, even when it comes to like the metaverse and like being able to drive around in the metaverse and do these kind of things, people might go and buy these cars that now they've collected in the metaverse. And imagine if like you got one of the only certain Lambo in there, just to flex on someone, and now you have this NFT that you can actually drive around in the metaverse, and you could sell that car to other people if they want it, because it's a limited edition, whatever the car you choose, and we were talking about a bunch of things. And I think in the metaverse, you can really, when I say the sky's the limit, as long as they can build it, it can be done. And I think anything can be built. It really can. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, on what you just said right there. I've been trying to link y'all up with another project that is doing something that is exactly like, it pretty much has that already in action. And
the facial recognition thing, is that what you're talking about?
Nah, utilizing like NFT, NFTs for avatars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see y'all link up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy me a car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy me a car and become an Uber driver.
That's the takeover.
I'm just gonna drive people around the metaverse.
Yeah, I want my avatar. I want to be an animal from Sesame Street. I'm gonna run around with drumsticks.
Hey, that would be dope.
Yeah, that's what I want my avatar to be.
Man,
I want to be animal.
Sorry.
So, why is Binance stablecoin showing up as the biggest loser? That's scary. You see that on CMC? What the hell's going on?
BUSD.
Yeah, they got it on the biggest loser list. I mean, it's a stablecoin. It's
down 0.0. It's down 0.03%.
Yeah, you see that? They're crazy, man.
Oh, that is random.
I saw it. I had a double take, man. I was like, what the hell? It can't be.
They say BUSD is the most stable coin of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Damn, I'm mad. So SFP just went to 70. I was trying to get in, but my BUSD hasn't sold, and now it's just 74.
That's why it's down, dude. Wadi's holding down the system. Damn you, Wadi. Yeah, dude. MetaMonkey AI is up 11% right now, dude. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
That's that biggest buy challenge you have.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get hot and heavy tomorrow. I feel, dude. We're what? Well, I just put it in the chat, or I put it in the thing here. Oh shit, where'd it go? Where are we at? COMP. Yeah, dude, 7.57164, and I mean, you got to think the very first competition that we did for 2 ETH, that person spent 9 ETH to get the 2 ETH, and so I wonder if that person is going to come back around and drop in to try to beat everyone for the 5 ETH on that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you might see a lot right at the end too.
Yeah, because there's probably a lot of people like on the fence, and then they're just not gonna. I might as well do it anyways.
We talked about reducing the taxes too for buys, and it's not just for the competition, but for other people that want to get in and maybe not spend the 10% buy. But we're thinking about doing a 0% buy, 10% sell, so it'd be a 5 in 5 out pretty much if you want to look at it that way. And so we're considering that. I think that's on the table, and we might take a step down, might go 5 and 10 and then go 0 and 10, but we're trying just to mix it up and do, just have a bunch of things going on and trying different stuff and having different perks and just sort of keep it, like I said, I think the whole goal is to keep it fun during the holidays, and we're excited for tomorrow. I mean, Cool and Chris set up that AMA with JRE and Mandox, which I think is pretty cool. We're gonna be doing a pretty fat giveaway over there. We're gonna definitely do some things. Yeah, Cool and Chris is in here, right here. But just giving away to the community, and we're gonna do it big tomorrow and just have a good time in the space. And I think that's what it's about. Especially in the holiday season like this, I think there's a lot of people out there that are struggling, especially right now in this market. And I'm excited, dude. I think it's cool when we do giveaways. I think that's a lot better than anything. So. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
Well, Cool Chris down here, he commented that CZ this morning where he mentioned the wallet. I wonder what wallet are you talking about?
I saw that.
He spoke about Trust Wallet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why Trust Wallet token went up?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, because he was saying that Trust Wallet is like self-custody wallet, the only real self-custody wallet. Your private key integrates into your phone. They don't have access on a server, nothing. So that's why he mentioned it.
Yeah, and I'm just excited because, just take Trust Wallet token, right? Like, Trust Wallet token is for the Trust Wallet. I'm like, MetaMonkey AI token is going to be for the wallet. It's going to be for our metaverse. It's going to be for mining. Like, I think trying to incorporate it with so many things, which is why we have a 10 billion, which is why there's a 10 billion and circulation, because you need every token you can get to do things. So when people talk about circulation and circulating supply, it all depends on what you're trying to do as a project and why you need certain tokens to fill up liquidity pools. And so and that's another thing too, is that we actually had some exchanges lined up, which just sounds crazy. We were talking with exchanges, and we had a pretty good one, and so far, like, that's all pushed to the side. rightfully so, and I don't think anyone would be upset about that. But there's just no discussions now with the putting our liquidity on some exchanges now. I think we're just going to wait this out because I think we got to. I think it'd be a disservice to the community if you started going out there and putting things on exchanges when we know that exchanges are getting shit on right now. So, but there was one that I was super pumped for, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens.
I think you got to.
I mean, regardless, with everything that's going on, it's better if we wait it off because.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
God forbid, let's say tomorrow they come and say Outbank is having an issue or Bitmar or, Probit, which it's one of the only exchange I kind of didn't agree with MetaMonkey going on because,
You're not the only one, Wadi. Yeah. There's a couple other people that voiced their concerns too.
Yeah. I think there's two, man, that I think that'll be okay. Kraken and obviously Binance. Those are the only two that I would trust. Right now, I fully trust.
There's no point in getting on an exchange when obviously people don't want to buy an exchange. I mean, you're going to pay a lot of money just to get on an exchange that people might not even buy anything on.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, look at the volume of exchange. I was looking at the volume of exchanges, dude, which was up like astronomical yesterday, and it's because everyone was moving money off the exchanges. Even right now, I mean. Like, look at Binance, dude. 18 billion moved around on Binance right now, but it's all exiting their positions, which is insane.
It's going the wrong way.
Yeah. It's going the wrong way.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, money on an exchange when people are running away from it. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. And
with the market nowadays, getting on exchanges, as we've learned, doesn't really do anything. It just costs a lot of money from the project. It's not moving price. So it's not like it doesn't do what it used to do. But a year ago it would have been different.
What exchanges would you guys like to see?
KuCoin.
Yeah, number one, at least KuCoin.
You got to get Kraken in there too.
Cider Pro, bro. Cider Pro.
I can't believe nobody has said Binance.
I can't use Binance. I can't use.
You can't use Binance.us?
No, not entirely. It's kind of weird. I tell everybody this, but I can't.
I can't use Binance US in New York either.
I've never used Binance.
But
it's best.
No, I think nobody said Binance because everybody knows the requirements to get on Binance.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Binance.us is the best one, dude. If you can download honestly, not to rub it in, but I mean, like Binance.us is a pretty good. I use it over Coinbase now because it's just so much more fluent, and there's just a lot more things you could do on it. I love it. So
I tried, but I was denied.
Austin, I got much love and respect for you, bro. Right?
I hope so.
But what?
And the way you're saying not to rub it in, and talking all the cool shit that Binance bring. Do you know how to read Italian sign language?
That must mean thank you. The thing is though is that you guys can use KuCoin. I can't use KuCoin. So I mean, when it came to being able to download XRP or buy XRP and those things,
we can't use KuCoin either.
No,
I thought you could use KuCoin.
No, look at what Jeremy said. I'm not gonna say
use a VPN.
100%.
But every time Austin starts that talking about Binance, what do I tell you, Austin? There you go, talking that Binance shit again.
I didn't tell you to live in New York. I didn't tell you to live in New York. When you could always leave. You could always leave New York, and you could do it when you're in Miami.
No,
I can't use Binance either in Idaho.
Yeah,
really.
I'm totally
crazy, dude. How does that even work?
But I can use KuCoin.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. I can use KuCoin too, but Binance, for some reason, Texas is like, nah, we don't want that.
Makes no damn sense. I don't understand it either. That makes no sense. I got Andrew calling me. Hold on, guys.
In New York, you only can use two centralized exchanges.
You cannot use Binance or KuCoin in Texas.
No, you can. I can use KuCoin, but not Binance US.
Yeah. Why?
Can't do it. I've sent emails. I've written letters that nobody knows. It's a mystery. I don't know.
Well,
in New York, you got your choice. In New York, you got your choice of one or two.
Sonia, if you're still here, now you know why I still want to go to Florida instead of Texas.
Nah. Don't let that shit scare you away from Texas, bro. You got to come down, man. Legal? Hey, man, help me out, bro. You got to come down, man.
Yeah, have you ever been to Texas, Wadi?
Huh?
Have you ever been to Texas?
No, bro.
That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard there's really, really good food, especially grill food and everything that has to do with barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yeah, there's a lot of good food through there. I used to drive semi trucks.
That's my department.
Yeah.
So,
It's my department.
We got the food. We got the food. That's for sure. We got a whole bunch of good food.
Yeah.
I'm the burger boy, dude.
What the fuck? Dude, I saw that, man. I had to block that dude, man. That pissed me off, man. He retweeted it.
He wasn't even going after you, and you had to block him.
Yeah. No, dude, he retweeted my tweet, and then he put that on there. I was like, well, what the hell? Who the hell is this?
I just just because there was a lot of flack I was getting, even you guys were like, dude, like, what the hell is going on? And I just said, because I just have this, I don't know what you call it, but when someone says something, like, sometimes you just feel the need to like chime back, right? And I just have this like where if someone says something, I just need to chime back. Like, it just is what it. And so I just like, all right, dude, I just gotta stop blocking people or muting them or doing something, because like when I see it, I just feel the need to like just clap back. And called a disease. I don't know what it is, but I just like, if I block them, I don't see it, And so then Fan will say, like this morning, she's like, "Did you say something?" And I was like, "I didn't say anything, I swear."
One thing I know is Austin became the burger boy. I became the fry guy. And I don't know, I kept waiting for Legal to jump in there because I'm pretty sure he would have talked enough crap. He would have been the soda guy. But
I didn't see. Where was this?
How my picture ended up on the fryer at McDonald's, I have no idea. Austin did a burger guy, but I don't know.
That's funny.
What? It's a tactic. It was because everyone was going back and tagging them and hashtagging, and it was just like, I'm done, dude. I'm not gonna give him any more clout, So, and not to bring it up on the space here, but it was just one of those things where I was just like, man, dude, like. But yeah, I'll take the burger boy, dude. I mean, I'll eat the hell out of a Big Mac, dude.
Yeah, I got a nice custom clown picture of myself, so it was pretty
I did see that.
Yeah. Oh God, that was you, Sean? Yeah, I saw that, man.
I'm so sorry. I feel bad because I feel like this like even the panel here and everyone else like is sort of like got rolled up into this because of the token that we talk about, and I'm sorry. I just want to apologize.
I'm not going to apologize for anything I said.
I'm apologizing to the panel here, all right?
I meant that shit.
I went through the bullshit too, you know what I mean?
I don't apologize for anything.
I meant everything I said, and just to anybody watching this back, I'm not apologizing for anything. I meant everything. Go back and read all my tweets, everything I typed. I meant it.
Oh shit!
And if that hurts your feelings, then so be it. It is what it is. You're gonna have to get over that. But the next time you send me a picture with me standing next to the guy that works at McDonald's there, know that's showing up on a Christmas postcard for me.
I actually saw the one with Sean.
Yeah.
Somebody at work was asking me, somebody who saw something on Twitter, and he said, "Why do you even engage, with us?" Because I'm like, honestly, because for me, I'm having fun. Right? I'm laughing. Yeah. I'm laughing at it. I don't mind. I have thick skin, right? I don't really care what anybody says. I have to care about you, number one, to for you to hurt my feelings. So, and I don't really have feelings to begin with.
Exactly.
So yeah.
I would say that the most optimal choice is to ignore. Just to fucking ignore it. Honestly, bro. But I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, I'm like asking in that way where I'm gonna say something, right? If somebody's gonna say something to me, I'm gonna talk back mostly. Yeah. And then I'll get tired of the game, and I ended up blocking a few of them. So
beat him to it. Daniel, put the McDonald's logo on your profile picture. That's what I do.
I never back down.
That's the way to do. That's the way to do it too, man. Beat him at the game.
I never back down from a good argument.
You take the ammo out the gun, They can't shoot it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I posted that picture. I'm like,
but
I'm
with
proud
them
of
fools, I just had to quit replying to them fools. But I usually don't back down from a good argument. But they weren't even putting together a good argument. Sorry, fan. And I know you hate it when I say that, and I know you hate it when I say I'm apologizing for nothing. But I'm not apologizing for anything.
They say when people start copying you and you got people making memes of you and stuff like that, you done made it to the big time. Smile about
Thank
it.
you. That's exactly what I've been saying. If you got a hater, you made it to the top.
But you know what? They do it to throw us off message too. I always remember that. They're trying to throw the message off, so let's not let them throw the message off. You know what I mean?
It's always during some news that we got to, and it just pokes in. Fans like, are you really doing this? Right when some news came out, and I'm like, God damn it, I fell for it again.
Yeah, that's why they do it. That's why they do it, man.
I was telling Sean, if you got 10 haters, you better be looking for the 11th.
Yeah,
I found him.
That's when you know you're doing something right.
The Ringmaster.
No matter what project you're supporting, you're always going to catch flack for it.
Yeah,
absolutely
true.
That is very true.
You know, honestly, Sean, I was scrolling through Twitter. I saw that. I saw that picture, just past it, and then scrolled back up past it, and then like the third time, I looked at it, and I was thinking like, that guy kind of looks like, and I was gonna take a picture and send it to you, and then I read on it. I was like, oh, that kind of looks like Sean.
Wait, I never saw this picture. Where is it?
No, that dude, he spent a lot of time on that. So I got to tell you, that's a good one right there, bro. Look at that, Alex.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That was decent, man.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Must be Andrew.
But Legal, you got to go back and read through all them tweets, man. You missed it all.
It was awesome.
What?
Every time I see Austin tweet, I'm like, oh, here we go again.
What the fuck? When they put you with the Island Boys, what the fuck?
What? I didn't see that one. What?
Yo,
Live.
Hey, post that one. I didn't see that one.
that's what the fuck? What?
Hey, Legal, you posted something earlier. Was that the Alameda, the CEO?
Yeah,
That's the one?
Yeah, that was her profile, her dating profile, bro.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if that's real, but this shit,
I could tell.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it is real. That's all I'm gonna say.
That just speaks volumes, man. It really does, if you really think about it. Oh, no. Oh no!
I love it.
This is going too far, bro. This is going too far.
Awesome. They love you, bro.
It's almost. I gotta say, it's almost borderline creepy on how many times they tweet me in a day. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's almost borderline. It's because it sort of gets weird, right? I mean, it's like every hour, like you have multiple people doing it. It's like it's really creepy. It gets to a point where like you super are like a little Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
because he's taking the time
He's
taking the time to crop your face and draw on your face the whole time. He's looking at your face.
Going to my videos and screen recording my videos and giving me, monetization, giving me money. I appreciate all that. It's super weird, but I'm just like, it just becomes like. It's creepy. It becomes creepy, and then when they start, I had to say where it drew the line and where I had to really is when they started, personally attacking fan and then like making the death threats of my kids. I was like, all right, you've gone a little too far now.
Yeah, that's
the
totally
part where I
cool.
said they're going way too far. Like,
Absolutely.
not for nothing. You could have whatever problem with me. I don't care. But when you talk about my kids, my family, then that's when the ghetto side of me comes out. So I can only imagine how you felt.
Oh, if I ever see them, if we ever, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say this is probably bad, but I mean, like, someone's gonna get stalked and slapped.
I mean, memes are, that's a different deal. But when you're talking about somebody's family, that's far from a meme. That's personal. That's personal.
That's just being hateful, right? I mean, there's a difference between having free speech, open speech, even fun and attacking, but then it becomes hate. It becomes like hate speech at that point. You know what I mean? And there's a big difference, I think, between all that, and people miss that. They mix that all up. Like hate speech is not free speech. Let's make sure that's clear.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
Social media can be your best friend, or it can be your worst enemy, or it can get you smacked. It can get you smacked at the same time.
Yeah,
it's mostly your worst enemy, I think.
it can do all three of them for you.
And you know, most of it's going to stay behind the keyboard. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to stay behind the keyboard. It'll never reach the light. So I wouldn't take it too seriously, man.
Hey, this dude.
I instantly thought so. We have to get in the keyboard.
Everybody's digging in these tweets right now.
No, you know.
Hey, he put you on there with Crypto Journeys.
No. Which one was this one?
On a Dumb and Dumber video.
Come on, man. Come on, is this the same dude?
There he is.
Yeah, man, dude, this dude's. I remember this guy. Dude, this dude's a joke, man.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that it's constant? It's just like constant.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. Maybe he's in love with you, man.
They love you, bro.
He's just secretly just in love with you, man. He just needs to constantly have your attention. He needs to feel, validated.
Man. Hey, Austin, it's free PR, bro.
This is
There's
ridiculous.
no bad press, bro. There's no
absolutely
bad press.
All PR is good PR.
Yeah.
All free PR is good PR.
There you go.
It just got to a point where they wanted me to respond, and they wanted me to bring up the words, and they wanted. I think that was like really that's really a tactic here, right? It's really weird, but
they're looking for you to react, man, to make yourself look bad. That's all it is. They're desperate. They're bringing your kids into it to make you react, to look bad.
The only thing I could tell you from that, Austin, and due to what I went through myself, them if you do, them if you don't.
No, I know.
Yeah. So the best thing I would tell you, just continue doing what you're doing. Ignore them because eventually they're going to go away. Once they notice that you're not reacting, they're just gonna quit. That's
I haven't reacted to them. I mean, like I haven't even responded. Even when I don't even respond back to them. You know what I mean? Like I'll just say what I need to say, and then I don't. Those people I don't even acknowledge. Like I said, I don't even acknowledge them.
Everybody's mad because the projects that we're involved with are doing something that, in some way, shape, or form, is going to change the space.
Yep.
We're not even doing the same thing. That's the part that bugs me is we're totally doing something different, and it's like, why are we really fighting over all this? Like, it's not even you're doing something different than we are, vice versa. Like, let's just move our separate ways.
That's the thing. You're doing something different and better, and then that's where they're gonna hit you with it.
Yeah, and that's why they're mad, and that's why other projects get mad, and I believe that they don't get mad because they don't. Other projects, I don't even want to say projects. Communities, because usually it's not the project, but in this case maybe a little different. Communities get mad when other projects are doing something different and other people are starting to see it, and they're starting to lose some revenue from other people seeing that there's a different way of doing business, and that hits them the wrong way, and they need 5,000 ETH. If they don't have it, did I say that, Sean?
Did you? Let's go ahead and repeat that. I think that needs to be repeated. Let's add some reverb to it too.
Yeah, start yet or no?
Starts on the tomorrow, right? It's tomorrow.
I think it's tomorrow.
Shit, dude, that's gonna go quick, bro. I need to load up.
I honestly think they're mad at their own project, but they can't voice that.
Yep.
The project, or else they'll just get shut down, and so they have to vent that somewhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, who wouldn't be upset? And this is a lot of my conversation with some of these people is, I can't believe that you're not upset that this project that I'm in also just dropped a competing token without even mentioning it, up to the day that they're dropping it. Like, how are you not upset about that? And they're just they know what they're doing. They're smart guys. Everything's going to be fine. They got a plan.
I speak on that a lot, man. That cult culture, man. I constantly keep throwing that out there, man. They keep creating this toxic environment, man, in crypto, and it's just, and then they get people so absorbed into just solely their project, man. It's like you drinking Kool-Aid. They just serving you the Kool-Aid. You just drinking it right on up, man. It's like, come on, man. You gotta broaden your horizons, open your eyes, man, to some of the BS that's out there, and it's just too many people are just focusing on hopes and dreams that this is going to be the only one. This is the one that's going to make me the multi-millionaire, and it's just that they ain't doing nothing but sucking you for everything you got.
And I talked a little bit about this today. Like, people have the ability to buy, sell, hold, or trade in any project that they're in, right? And nobody should be felt bad about buying or selling. There's projects that I've been out and in 3-4 different times, right? Completely out, completely in. Yeah. And nobody should be, worried about a community downgrading them or talking bad about them because they sold their position. And what if they want to get back in? So what? It's no big deal. It's your investment. It's your money. You do what you want to with your money. That's your investment. If I feel like selling my position in a project, then I have the ability to sell my position in a project. And I shouldn't hear from anybody about selling my position. And then if I want to come back into the same project and take a position, then I should be able to come back into that project and take a position. In a good community will allow you to sell your position because they don't know what you have going on in your personal life, and they'll welcome you back in when you buy back into a position, or they won't because or you don't buy back in, right? But it's ultimately, that's your choice. You're the investor. That's your money. And, you shouldn't be shamed into staying into a position or shamed because you left a position.
I think a lot of us went through that phase this exact date last year.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Wait, what?
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno, Austin. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, we all felt that, right? We all went through this a year ago. Right now, today, a year ago, we all went through exactly what Daniel was saying, where you felt the need to hold it for the community, right? A lot of us held because of the community. A lot of us were like, yeah, dude, we need to buy this up to bring it back up. Like, people are doing this. The whole paper hand, diamond hand, all that kind of stuff was like right now, this year, a year ago. And it's just crazy what times have done,
Yeah. But you live and you learn, and you're supposed to continue to learn. I mean, crypto's an ever evolving animal, you got to learn how to navigate it. And if you don't, you just stay stuck in the old ways. You ain't gonna do nothing but continue to fall into these sucker moves and lose all your money, and then want to complain that crypto's a scam.
I think all of that is about. I think we reached a pivotal point right now, and that's about to change. I mean, with this FTX shit, all of this is about to change. Everybody's waking up, because. And there's a lot of people that they just want the pump, man. Most investors, they don't care about the project. They don't care about the actual point of the project, what's going on, the intentions. They're just waiting on the chart to pump,
Well, crypto is way different than it was a year ago. That's exactly what it was. People were investing in these things they believe in, pump to a 10x to 100x, and then they get out and they move on. But now you're investing in actual businesses, actual projects that are going to bring real things to the space.
It's evolving.
These pump and dumps are done. It's just not the way it is. Like MetaMonkey had a good run when it launched, and it just didn't do but that's just how everybody does it nowadays. It's not, you have to build. You got to build it.
Yeah,
it's because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think a lot of us have been here and we fully understand what it takes for a new token to get off the ground. And the reason why MetaMonkey didn't do that was because our development team doesn't own tokens, and they're not buying in to pump and dump the project. Like the reason, like I said, I mean, a lot of you maybe taken some promos, maybe you've been a part of projects, maybe, like, again, I'm not saying every project's like this, but a majority of them, the people are the development team that you don't know who it is. They're buying into these projects off their tax wallets, off their dev wallets, off their marketing wallets, whatever it might be. And on top of that, they obviously have some money that they maybe invested to put into this project to get it off off the ground or whatever it might be. And they know that a green chart and a pumping chart is a good chart because it shows up on Dex Tools as a running thing. It shows up in your coin market cap. And so like, green charts are positive. And so again, we've been doing this long enough, and I think we can see the writing on the wall with a lot of these projects that do that. And they're going to continue to do that because that's just the way to do it. And every project that we've been in has done that. MetaMonkey did not do it. I was like, I'd be so pissed off if they did that. And they were like, we're not going to do, like, we just don't have a desire to do that. We want to actually prove that we can build this project with real use case. And I was like, thank God. And then, obviously we're having this buy thing and people were mad about the whole buy, the buy competition, but no one's forcing anyone to get into the buy competition, right? There's no one like forcing it to do any of this kind of stuff. If you want to wager for it, wager for it. If you don't. Like, that's probably the closest thing that we've done. And it's still not a pump and dump. I mean, we're just having fun during the holidays. I hope that we just bring out the use case and we bring this up and we start building out of where we're at. And, all the naysayers will look back and go, shit, maybe they are actually doing something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Once we get back to launch price on this, I think people will realize like, holy crap, they dug out of that hole in a bear market and like, look what they're doing right now. And that's what's going to excite me the most. You know what I mean? And, I'm glad that it wasn't a pump and dump. I'm glad that it wasn't, shooting up 1,000x, 10,000x, or whatever you guys want. Because imagine you'll probably never get to that level again unless you create some massive use case behind it. So I'd rather create the use case behind it and then have this massive takeoff and be able to sustain that takeoff and level out somewhere at the top.
Yeah. It's crazy because I feel like I'm having this conversation on repeat because I just talked about, like I said, I just talked about this today, but the investors in crypto are changing. The way that we invest is changing. And the people that were here that left crypto over the past 2 years because they've been burned from, too many rug pulls or too many honeypots and stuff like that, they're not coming back, regardless of but new investors will. New people to crypto will. Yeah. But what I've noticed is you're starting to get investors that are coming from the stock market over to crypto. And they have a very different investment strategy than the people that are just in crypto, that spend a lot of time in crypto. And this whole pump and dump mentality is not something that you're going to get stock market investors to stand behind. But what they will stand behind is use case. They'll stand behind a business plan. They'll stand behind revenue outside of your tokenomics. And this is the type of investor that's starting to come to the crypto space now. And you can see it in the amount of pre-sales that are out there that's not selling out. You can see it in the amount of launches that aren't going parabolic anymore, because that's not what the new investors are looking for. And they're investing in projects that actually have business plans, actually have use case, and they're not going to wait 2 years for use case.
I think that's our problem, though, is that we, I know that people think that we're a shit coin and they think that we're, every meme coin kind of thing out there. But I think that we have a really strong case behind us for like that altcoin, and we weren't that pump and dump, and we weren't sort of, going 1,000x or even 10x after launch or whatever it might be. And so this community that we're in, a lot of us are in this community where people want that. They want that 10x pump so they could cash out their funds and move on. And that's what people were expecting out of MetaMonkey. Yeah. And so since it didn't do that, people felt that it fell flat, but like that wasn't our intention to begin with. And so I do feel there is a part of me that feels like, and people can laugh at this, but I do think that we have a strong use case for, being a good altcoin. The reason why we're pushing for this wallet to come out in December so fast and to get this ball rolling is so that we can actually reduce our taxes. I mean, our goal is to get our taxes to 0.0. And again, if we're bringing in volume, bringing in money, like bringing in like actual dollar, from going out there and making sales, and bringing in crypto from doing our things on the Pure wallet, like there's no need for taxes at that point. Because again, with the NFTs and sort of what we built into our tokenomics, like we're going to help build the floor, with the revenue that we create. And I mean, and then on top of that, bringing use case with the token, bringing it into the wallet, bringing it into the metaverse. Like, I don't know. I'm excited for it because this is a first opportunity where I think that we have a project, and people can make fun of the name. We have a project that can actually deliver something because no other project out there has delivered in the last 18 months. Is there a project that actually has delivered use case? Like when we talk use case, I'm not talking burns. I'm not talking, buy the floor. I'm not talking staking. I'm talking actually being able to take their token and make it to where when someone buys that token, it increases your floor and uses that token. Have we had that like in the last 18 months?
We had a lot of people talk about it, but
I get talking about it, but have we actually had something come out of the space that we're like, holy shit, this actually made it out of the
no.
The
answer is no.
That goes right
what
to
I was
what
going to say.
It's a clear no.
That goes right to what I was saying.
No, but now, I'm sorry, Daniel. The answer is no, but not only that. How many projects has actually proven that what they want, what they're doing, and what they want to do, and actually show everyone that they're doing it?
I think Daniel, you hit it, bro. I mean, the real money, the solidified money. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to come until there's clear and present development, and there's platforms that have product, like Austin said, use case, utility, however you want to put it. It has to be clear and present. It's got to be functional. When you see that, you want to spend money on it. You want to invest in it because you know it has an outcome. The meme stuff is done. We already know that's over. And a lot of these yield farming platforms, these lending platforms, that's going up in flames. So all you have left is real projects that have real use case, real product. Yeah,
I'm going to say I agree with Crypto Realist that, and I've said this before. Like when I call real investors, if they come into this space, they're not coming into community tokens, right? They're not investing in SHIB or Doge. No. Or Terrarium or MetaMonkey, right? They're going blue chips. I mean, that's where they're at. They're going where they're solid projects. They've been around for years. They're real businesses, real use cases. And until like MetaMonkey, like you're saying, Austin, once there's real use, you can see that it's a real business behind it, and it's stable, and usable. Then, until then, the real money doesn't come in.
And I agree with that to a large extent. But I think your average everyday investor is getting smarter as well, and I don't discredit that to say, somebody like MetaMonkey AI, right? The one thing that you look at is they have a solid business plan and they have revenue outside of their tokenomics, right? So when I look at a new project, that's one of the questions I always ask myself is, do you have revenue coming into your company for the token outside of the tokenomics? Because in a bull market, that's great. You're making money hand over fist, right? But in a bear market, can you sustain with just your tokenomics and no other revenue? Because your volume is going to go down, which means your taxes are going to go down, which means your revenue is going to go down. And if you've only started to build 50% of what you were going to build out, do you even have enough money to build out the rest? Right. So your smarter investors that are starting to come into crypto are starting to ask these questions. So yes, big money is going to go to the blue chips, but your average everyday investor in crypto is starting to get a little bit smarter, and they're starting to figure these things out. And companies like MetaMonkey AI, who can answer yes to them questions, will get that investment from that person, rather than somebody who just is relying solely on tokenomics. Yeah. That's how I feel.
I think the whole dynamic has changed, because if you think about it, a lot of the money that we're talking about that is going to go towards the blue chips. Well, FTX was considered a blue chip, and a lot of that real big money went to FTX, and they all got burned. So I think that just changed the dynamic of all that. So who knows where it's going now? Who knows? I don't know. I can't tell you that, but that blue chip shift, I think that was destroyed.
I think you're right on. And I mean, that's where I come with this whole, I think when it comes to Andrew and the team, what's exciting about this is that, like we're ready to rock and roll. I mean, imagine come end of Q2, right when we get into our blockchain, we're already pulling in revenue from our wallet. We're already releasing some things in the metaverse to be able to bring these. I mean, like, if we start making money from this pure, like people are using this pure wallet, they're making a transaction on this wallet, they're actually, the businesses out there that we're going to go after are using this, and we're starting to see people gain, and that we're going to get some downloads. I mean, like all the things that are happening, and then I'm just excited to see what this can bring. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't have a crystal ball. I mean, I'm excited to know that we have this development team that's put a lot of energy into this, and they can change and make features to it anytime that they want, and that they're going to continue to build it out and make it better. And I mean, dude, we just haven't had a project that's made me this excited to where we have a team that's dedicated to this kind of stuff. Like, it's just cool. I mean, I don't know. It's just cool to me.
No, it's different. It's very different.
It's a business.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do, dude. And that's the cool thing is the team's so open to hearing people's like ideas. Well, dude, I hit him up with like, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but dude, I just come up with like random shit. I'll text Andrew like just some random stuff in the middle of the night that I think of, and he's just like, oh, I think you might be onto something. And again, or like I'll send him, what Crypto Rilla said, and they're like, yeah, we have to look to see if that's even possible and stuff like that. And so there's so many things that can actually happen. It'll be interesting to see what we do moving forward. You know what I mean? And what we can bring. And I think once we start making money and show people that we can start making money off of a product that was created through crypto and actually is used in the crypto space, and then on top of that we have some tokens attached to it, I think it's going to make some people go, oh shit, maybe they were onto something here. You know what I mean? And that's what I think it's going to excite me when that day comes.
Yeah, that is one thing, but I also feel like when Pure Wallet actually become independent of MetaMask, I think that's going to call a lot of attention. Yeah. Because then they're going to say, you know what? This is for real. This is not just a mirror or anything like that. So, and then when people start seeing like what's going on with the metaverse and all that, I feel like that's going to bring in more investors.
Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, when we listen, the e-commerce thing is what I'm excited about too. When we see that move into the mall, we see our favorite stores in the mall. We can jump into the metaverse and actually purchase things. Trade basically. That's the special part about it for me. I love the wallet, but I like the e-commerce aspect too as well. And hopefully we can get some freelancers too that'll be able to set up shop, maybe pay a fee to set up their booths. Kind of like, what Amazon does with their affiliates. That'd be sweet too.
Yeah. And that studio wasn't no joke either. We could be doing this in that studio.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell everyone is that, we're building it out in the studio here to where, streamers or gamers or basically creating a social media outlet. And again, I know people say, well, you can't really, build out a social media on the blockchain or attach things to it. Well, no one's talked about it from a metaverse standpoint. And in all reality, Twitter, YouTube, I mean, they are a Web 2 version of the metaverse. I mean, to me, I get metaverse is different. I think along the same lines, but you can bring it into this metaverse, into this platform that has tokens attached to it and be paid in rewards, do the mining. And so like right now, all 9 of us could be sitting here in the metaverse talking, streaming on YouTube, streaming in the metaverse, streaming on Twitter, whatever we want to do on Twitch, and at the same time be in this metaverse and be making money off of rewards for being in there. And again, I'm not saying money. I'm saying fans hates me when I say money, but you could be mining and actually getting rewards in mining. You could be sitting there making, the fake dollar that they're going to create or the fake currency that's going to be attached to it. You could be sitting there making money. So while we sat here for almost 2 hours, we could be, making rewards doing this. And so you're telling me that if you were going to school and you had to go to a seminar and sit in there for 2 hours, you wouldn't put your mining rig on and know that you're going to get rewards in the metaverse by going to the seminar versus you just going to a Zoom call and not doing anything at all? Would you opt to do that or not?
Yeah, no, it's the possibilities, man.
They're
endless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Wadi was saying, you could have concerts. I think Wadi was talking about doing your thing, having concerts or whatever, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this.
And that's what I was trying to say is that even your kids, like, I mean, one cool thing remember that Shiba game came out and we were playing, it was a play to earn game and they were actually giving out pretty damn good rewards at first, like the first week. It was that sheep and it was bouncing around and like my son was playing it. He was making like $20 a day off the damn thing, dude, until it fell under. But I'm just sitting there saying, like, imagine if your kids went into this metaverse and were playing and like YouTubers were in there and like next thing you know, you're pulling out, and I don't know what the money's going to be. Like I didn't tell you again, but I mean, just even think like if your kid's in there and he's pulling out $20 a day and he's just in there playing around in the metaverse and doing things like, and again, I think that there'd have to probably be different metaverses for different things or have like age restrictions, but you get what I'm saying here. It's just crazy to think that that's even on the table to be discussed.
Yeah.
What I like to say about the metaverse is the metaverse is unlimited. The same way that you make money out here right now, you can make money in the metaverse. In the same way you spend money out here right now, the same way you can spend money in the metaverse. You know, like everything that you do out here, you can do it in the metaverse eventually, and that's gonna be a damn cool thing. Like you can, I wasn't kidding about the Uber driver. Like, and if metaverse gets big enough, like you can Uber driver, you own a car, you can just people come to the metaverse and you want to take them down to the coffee shop. Give me some of those gas tokens.
You know who I wouldn't want to be an Uber driver is Mr. Auzsome Austin over there.
Austin
not drive in the metaverse.
Wait, man, you're gonna have access to this tomorrow. You're gonna have access to this tomorrow, and you're gonna be driving around going, "Shit, maybe he was better than I was." Damn.
He had a couple of light poles in the metaverse there, buddy.
I was talking to Andrew the other day, and I said, Austin's in there jacking your metaverse up right now. Like he's tearing down skies. I'm like.
I know if I'm gonna do anything in the metaverse, I'm gonna be I'm definitely gonna be a body shop.
Hey, but that's
remember that Grand Theft Auto where you'd have to go and like get your car fixed and stuff, so like you wouldn't get pulled over. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
But hey, I keep referring this, man. Man, this is one of my favorite movies ever since I watched it, man. That the whole thing around like the Ready Player One thing, dude. Like that can come. That is on its way, whether people realize it or not. I mean,
it really is.
In the movie, you the bike, girl's bike got crashed, and then let me take it to my buddy. He gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? He's getting paid, money and stuff, man. It's like that. That's coming.
Well, have you seen the new Oculus that came out? The new Oculus comes with hand pieces, and you can feel in the VR. It'll make it warm, and you can feel like a wall or whatever you're doing in there.
Yeah, have you seen have you seen the thing where you can stand and like it's almost like a dome, upside down dome, or it almost looks like
and you run.
Yeah, you can run on it.
Okay.
And then you can kind of if once you stop, you'll kind of just float back to center, but it doesn't act like throw you off balance and stuff, man. It's like that's in the movie. It's coming.
Now, y'all remember that movie, Sarah? This is I go back to that one. It's kind of an old movie, but it kind of reminds me. Hopefully, we don't look like that, because it just shows the evolution of the human. When the metaverse and all this kicks in, and after a year, everybody's just looks weird because they're just laying in this module in the metaverse 24/7. It's just a little. It's kind of like a negative look on the effects of being in virtual reality for so long. But it's pretty cool though. But anyway,
they got videos of people already like trying to spend their every day in a metaverse. Like they literally gets up and there was this one guy, man, he's already starting to just look sickly, that's all he does.
Just wither away. You're real healthy in that metaverse, but man, you're like sticks and bones when you unhook that thing,
Have you heard about the one that they're trying to develop the one where if you were playing a game that you got for real, like they're trying to do like Sword Art Online for real.
Yeah,
it's good. Like why? I mean, why even go that route, dude? I think that's just to I don't know. I think in a way that's just some kind of ploy to scare people away or something, from the whole thing.
No, it's all positive, man. I see nothing but positive things, especially for business, even banking. If you think about it, you can bank even easier in the metaverse. So the experience will be a lot better too.
Yeah.
I think the experience would be pretty cool. I mean, to be able to buy, to be able to do like really anything that you want. I mean, that's what it comes down to for me. Is like you can do whatever you want in the metaverse, and there's no questions. Like as long as it can be built, as long as it can be done, there's no limit to this. Like you said, owning a shop in there, being able to buy properties, being able to buy just microtransactions. Like I said, even from buying cars or buying. We were talking about having it to like what's going to keep people coming back here, and that's always been a huge discussion, is like what's going to keep people coming back. And I mean, we were talking like, what if you had like just an animal? People love animals, right? And I know this sounds crazy, but like, what if you got a dog in the metaverse and like, if you don't go back and take care of that dog, it's gonna die, and you're gonna come back in the metaverse and go, oh shit, I forgot to feed Spot, and you have a dead dog now. You know what I mean? People take attachment to these kind of things, right? You go back and like, I was talking to Andrew about that, and I was like, imagine that you got to go back into the metaverse and you got to like feed your dog. You got to like, you know, let it outside. You know, you do whatever you do. I mean, like, just think about like that concept when it comes to metaverse and getting people to come back, because there are people that will have an emotional connection to that kind of stuff, regardless of whether it's real or not. I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
I just pictured myself out at the store and then realizing I got to go feed my dog and then hauling ass back home just to jump on to go feed Spot.
You have it on your phone. You have it on your phone, so you'll be like, "Oh, okay, we're good. You guys got to go in there and feed Spot real quick. Hold on one second, you know." So
you don't want to jump into the metaverse and Spot's in the middle of the road, not animated.
Guys, I'm gonna have to hop off here.
Oh, okay.
All right,
but,
guys.
Yeah, we've been on a couple hours, but I gotta hop off and help kids with kids.
No, this is good, man. This is actually really fun. I mean, I'm glad to see a lot of us on here. This is the first time we actually really had a lot of people on here in a long time. I think.
That's the most important for sure.
Yeah, this is exciting. We need to do this more often, and I know we've tried to like really arrange it and get time. So, I mean, does this time work for a lot of people? This same time again?
Yeah.
I think we need to have one after we all get into the metaverse, mess around with it for a week, and then we all need to get back on here on somebody's channel and just talk about it, you know.
Well, we're so like I'm hoping I'm not going to make any promises, but we are hoping here soon we're all going to be able to get we're going to be able to open this up to the public, and we're all going to be able to get in there, and it's going to have mics, and so we could actually get into the metaverse and walk around and talk to each other in the metaverse. And so that is the goal. You know, come here in November is that everyone can get into this metaverse. Again, we're having a new webpage come out here. On that webpage, there's going to actually be a place where you can log into the metaverse. So that's why we created this new webpage, because right now it's a link that gets sent. Like, you guys will get a link that's sent to you. And just to let you guys know, so like when I'll explain it offline. I'll do a whole thing, because it is a little bit of a pain in the ass to get into this, to download it, because it gets downloaded on. But the next one, it'll be able to log in and go through the Wi-Fi. So I'm excited, man. We have some things coming up. I'm really pumped for. So
we can always get on a voice chat later too, you know.
Yeah.
So. All right, guys. Well, thank you everybody for coming on tonight.
Thank you, Alex.
Can't wait to
take care, man.
Great night, everybody in the chat. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, dude. Have a great one, guys.
Have a good one, everyone.